hopefully we're okay now. I'm not sure if anyone caught the beginning of the stream or not, but hopefully we're back now and all good to go. The stream went up about 30 seconds ago, a minute ago, and decided that it wanted to just die. So hopefully it's fine now. Jake, I believe, is still here with me. He is indeed.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So possibly just a PlayStation Network error. But yeah, on to the first flying laps then. And what sort of times do you be expecting these guys to be achieving on their first laps?
On their first laps, to break the 33 barrier will probably be good. I mean, I'm not too sure on the ability of some of these drivers. I know we have a few quick people. See Voltex Aaron, I actually saw him saying on Twitter that he was hoping for nothing less than a win, so let's see if he can follow up on that. People like Liliard, who else have we got in here? Who else is quick in here? Mark when he's usually near the top somewhere.
Yep, as you say, 33s I think would be oh, and as we say that, I just saw Matty Suddens, one of the debutants in F3. We've got a couple actually, we'll go through them in a little bit. He was very sideways coming through turn 7. Yeah, so just going to have a look at who's new. Now I think we've got 3 drivers missing today, and we'll go find those in a little bit. But of course we had the mid-season promotions last weekend after Singapore. Obviously Salvatore, of course, who didn't race, but he haven't had enough points anyway to go up, so he went up into F2. Along with Domain Zane and Hot Zonda. So Zonda managed to go up. There was a last minute place available in F2, so Zonda went up. That's why he's not here this evening. Which currently leaves the championship with Frag on top, with Marklin second and Tezza third. And we'll just take a look at the new boys now. So we've got Matty Suddens. He will be driving in the Toro Rosso. Goes fastest with a 33.7. So there you go. 33's fairly early on there. We've got another debutant in Ols who will be driving in the Ferrari. He's teammates with Tom. We've also got Voltex Aaron, as you were saying a moment ago. He will be in the McLaren, and he is teammates with the other. I can't remember who the other McLaren driver is actually. Try and find them. Obviously not here.
French almost just hit a Williams on the back straight there and has followed up. He's actually on the soft tyres, so he's got some confidence coming into the race session.
Interesting. So Kingdom Martin is the other McLaren driver. Just remember that one. I'm not sure how to pronounce this one yet. Ucibio? I'm not sure. I've probably butchered that name completely. But I'm just going to call him Bio throughout the race because, yeah, it might be Useb actually.
Yeah, it could be.
Useb and then your Usebi even, and then 0773. I'm not quite sure with that one, so we'll work with that throughout the race. We've got a Renault that's weaving all over the place behind him. That, I believe, is the Lee, or even Shane the Boss, potentially, who actually, yeah, he is here, so it's actually the Lee. Tries to go up the inside, and what on earth is going on there? Anyway, another debutant, well, I say debutant, is Milan. He's raced in F2 before, left the league, rejoined now in F3, so he'll be looking for end of season promotion. It is possible, of course, still, for all of these guys. And of course Trench Gun as well, another driver to have left formerly F1 status as well. So he was in F1 last season, left beginning of this season and rejoins in the F3 tier for another go at getting into F1. And of course Matty Suddens as well, another debutant who is currently on pole with a 33.7.
Tom coming into the hairpin now. I think he's on a timed lap, looks like it. Oh, he's going a bit deep, he's out on the curve. I think he's probably abort this out.
Yep, as you say, aborts it. And at the moment only 6 drivers have set a lap. That is quite interesting actually, because it's not really a track where you will get a lot of warnings, although that last corner can be a bit of a tricky one.
Lily out on the back straight. I think he's going for a second lap, still in Max engine mode. Goes past the lead, it's not too much of a fight. Yeah, he's taking up pretty well through the hairpin.
Yeah, the lead also yet to set a lap. He's down at the moment in P12. He's going into the pits though. And Liliard goes fastest with a 33.4. That's considerably quicker than his teammate. Sorry, not his teammate. Actually, no, it might be. I can't remember what car Matty is in, unfortunately. So I thought it was in the Sauber. But I might be. I'm just gonna have to double check. I thought he was. Yeah, he's in Toro Rosso. I don't know why I thought Sauber, but yeah, Liliart currently setting the pace with a 33.4. So we might even see the 32s being achieved in F3. It's a difficult track as well. It's not the easiest, and tyre wear is. It's not the worst round here, but it can be quite harsh, especially if you're going for an aggressive strategy.
The only person left to watch really is Miles, possibly the lead. The lead might just be starting a lap now. Miles is on the back straight again.
We've got Manuel Hamilton as well, still in the pits. Manuel proved last week that he's got the pace. We've got a yellow in sector 2. Not quite sure who that is. Oh, that was it's Hyphen Slays. He's in the wall, and if he can't get this back to the pits in the next 2 minutes, he's not going to be getting another lap in. He's in the last sector, so it shouldn't take him too long. Oh, and as I say that, he's spin again, and he's in the wall. Just needs to chill out a little bit, take his time. And he's actually decided to crash out instead, so congratulations to you. Anyway, Jazzy out on a lap. We saw last week that he was so far off the pace, but he's got a lap in early on, and hopefully he'll be a bit closer. Miles, I've just seen, has gone second, and when I say second, I mean only just. That is so close to being pole position, and it would have been his first ever pole position, so yeah, good effort from him, that's for sure.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not having the same look. It's telling me Miles is in P6 without a lap, and it doesn't tell me what dice is on.
Yeah, we've had that before with myself and Dougie when we were commentating, where it's just completely haywire in terms of timings. But I think it's better that it's happened your end rather than this end, so that everyone can actually see what's going on this end. But we've had it before. Dougie's had to relay positions and times out to us, so hopefully it sorts itself out for the race. It normally does, but you never know. It is Codemasters. Who's on a lap then? Let's go have a look. Shane the Boss, well, he was on a lap, but now he's retired, so he will not be setting a lap. He'll be starting right down at the back. Hyphen Slays didn't set a lap either. Just watching Tom now coming out of the snail section, just at the beginning of the final sector. So Miles gone out on another lap, or is he? Nope, he's coming into the pit, so he won't be setting another lap. Is Liliart going to go out for another run? It's that garage right down at the end you want to watch. So at the moment, staying in his garage. He's going to have to leave soon, these guys. The 2-minute mark is probably preferable. Trench Gun leaves the pits then. Miles retires from the session. He's happy with P2. Not quite sure why Trench Gun's waiting. There's obviously a driver coming down. Just watching Tom now coming through the first sector. A little bit of a wobble. And Liliart onto his outlap now then. So he is out the pits. He's going for another run. It'll be Matty Suddens and Trench Gun by the looks of it going for pole position here, unless Ols has something to pull out in that Ferrari. Voltex Aaron as well, is he on a lap? I think he's invalidated again, because my timing is completely off, although seems to be having a bit of lag.
He's at the 11-minute mark for me, so I think that's right.
Milan into the first sector, I think he's invalidated, not quite sure. Again, we've had a bit of a iffy delta going on at the moment. He comes out of the double left-hander in the middle sector. Let's turn. Very interesting gear changes though. I wonder if that would affect him.
Timer box is up, he's not going to have to set a lap in this whole session.
Yep, everyone out now, ready for a lap. The lead just getting ready. He's got a bit of space now, he's got to go for it really.
Has Aaron set a lap? Because I think he's got the same thing as Miles, it's not telling me if he's set a lap or anything.
On my screen, he still hasn't set a lap. and he's going very slowly. I think he's retired. He has! And he's gone pole with a 31.9, so that slipped through. That's completely slipped through. We didn't see that. He has gone pole. Lilliart's come across the line. I'm not quite sure what's happened here with the timings. The checker flag is out, so that is the end of qualifying. Lilly is on a lap, so he is going for pole. Teza retires from the session without setting a lap again. We've only got 10 with a lap. Tom is 10th with a 35.8. He's the first across the line. Manuel Hamilton goes second with a 32.6. There's a big difference between first and third. Just watching Lilliart now. Can he pull something out of the bag here? Into the tricky turn 8 now, leading into turns 9 and 10. A little bit of curvy won't want that. That would affect his run all the way down into turn 11 now. Tricky left-hander that leads into the snail section. Nice and heavy on the apex. Don't run too wide here because it will affect your time. Ols goes fastest. No, he doesn't. That's a glitched time there. 33.2. It's not fastest lap. Can confirm that. Marklin's gone second with a 32.5. Matty Sutton stays 7th for now. He's on a lap though, and he's just retired, so never mind.
He spun at the snail section coming out. He got all over the curb and lit up his race.
So Lilliart, presumably going faster. Can he get any higher up than he already is? He's currently P5 with a 33.4, and he goes with a 33.1, so he jumps Ols and goes into P4. That's actually, wait, is he just finished 5th? Yeah, who's jumped him? I'm not quite sure who it was. Somebody's jumped him right at the end there. Trench gun right at the end then with a 33.0. That's a good lap. Unfortunately, most of the tyres have glitched out, so I have no idea what everyone's starting on. 3 didn't set a lap though. Hyphen Slay, Shane the Boss, and Teza didn't set a lap. But your pole sitter for F3 is Voltex Aaron. 2nd is Marklin. 3rd, Manuel Hamilton. 4th, Trench Gun. 5th, Lilliart. 6th, Ols. 7th, Miles, 2 Welshmen there. 8th, Matty Suddens. 9th, Milan. 10th, Frag. 11th, Vali. 12th, Usebe, or whatever his name is. I can't still quite get my head around that one. And I didn't quite catch who was 13th, 14th, and so on. So 2 minutes now, and I will be timing it, and hopefully everyone can actually adhere to the rule that we have in place here in PSF1, when we have 2 minutes of prep time before the race so the drivers can do their strategy, etc. So hopefully everyone remembers that rule. We've got about 30 seconds as our personal best this season, so hopefully we can get a bit further in than that. But strategy-wise, what would you say is the best strategy around here for Shanghai?
I mean, the top 10 are definitely going to want to go into the mediums if they're going to want to make a one-stop work. I don't think anyone will try the two-stop. Maybe someone a bit further back, but it looks like everyone 11th downwards will be doing soft medium. That seems to be the preferable strategy, but the guys starting in the top 10, they just don't have that available to them.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not quite sure who was first. It was very quick succession. Voltex, Aaron and Tom both pressing X there. We'll have to review that on stream later on, but they will receive penalties at the end of the race for that. So let's just have a little look who's on what tyres. So Voltex Aaron is starting on the super softs. Of course, all the top 10 starting on the super softs. And then everyone else is starting on the soft tyres. So we've got a nice half and half field today, which is don't often see that. I'm surprised no one's tried the mediums actually.
I think the soft medium strategy is what all the bottom guys will be doing. I can't see anyone deviating from the mediums. I think it'll be everyone making their stuff onto mediums. Just the soft guys will be able to run a lot later into the race.
Yeah.
And have fresher mediums than them.
So everyone just coming around then. So the Lee and a couple of others getting disqualified early on. See how quick this formation lap is, because sometimes we've had slow ones, sometimes we've had quick ones. But it'll be interesting to see who gets the better start, because turn 1 is very tricky and it can all sort of funnel into one line and everyone can sort of just plough into one another. Hopefully everyone keeps it clean. The two Force Indias of Manuel Hamilton and Trench Gun, they're in a good position here. As one of the advertising boards is taken out there by, I think it was Lilliart actually, slightly further back.
I'm not sure if you're seeing this, but Marco is shot off. He's almost at the hairpin already.
Yeah, I have,
Like,
and
the
he
left
is
rear, the left.
so aggressive on it. He's going to have literally no tyre left by the time he gets to the line. He's gone so aggressive on his formation lap. And he's obviously not aware that you actually get tyre wear from the formation lap. And he's going to be suffering that massively. Starts from P2. His tyres are going to be cold by the time everyone else gets there. And as you can see, Voltex Aaron just backing the field up.
He's already on the grid.
Mark
has already started.
A very, very interesting strategy. We've got a couple of the Force Indias just fishtailing in the background. So we'll come into the final corner now then. Liliart in ghost mode, hopefully that sorts itself out. I think that just because they're coming back onto the grid now. Just a final couple of drivers. Right at the back we've got Tezza, and he comes into position in a couple of moments. And we'll be underway very shortly here for the Chinese Grand Prix here at the Shanghai International Circuit for round 8 of the F3 Championship for season 9 here. Drivers all syncing up now. Here we go then. View down into turn 1. 5 red lights. And away they go, and it looks like a fairly clean start from everyone pretty much. As they come down to turn 1 now, who's going to make the plunge? One of the Force Indies up the inside. Aaron's already away. Marklin's got a good start as well. Slightly further down, there's a bit of debris. One of the Haas cars is off as well. That's Hyphen Slays. He's lost a bit of his front wing, I believe. And there's a Ferrari, by the looks of it, struggling. I think that's Tom. He's actually made up a position. Oh, and there's one of the Williams sideways and one of the Force Indies as well. Manuel Hamilton is down in 14th place already. He's got a big recovery job on his hands right from the off. But everyone else in front seems to have got away cleanly.
Hamilton's without damage though, so that's probably the most important thing for him. He's fine, he's just behind everyone now. It's Aaron who leads the way, 7 tenths already to get back to Marklin. He's got trench gun all over him. Lily holding strong in 4.
Hyphen Slays is off again, and he's in the gravel, and that is his race over, I would expect. He might retire, he might not. It is recoverable from there. He's got damage though, so we'll see what he does. No, he has retired already, so clearly not enough practice. The ballast too high by the looks of that one. But Aaron has shot up the road already, and as you say, he had a 7/10 gap coming into the middle sector. He's now got a 1 second gap, and that's going to massively dent Marklin's confidence, because he's chasing but he's losing time.
And that is also going to be by slipstream, I would imagine, with Hyperslave.
Into the hairpin, it's Milan on Ols, and he's getting past the Williams further back as well, making the late lunge. That is frag on Miles. Miles will not like that one, and the Lee's going to get past as well here, up into P9 he goes. Oh, and he's squeezing Miles to the inside, onto the grass in fact. The Lee just about gets past, and he's the first of the soft riders. Oh, and there's a Renault off in the background. That, I believe, is Shane the Boss, and he is gone. He's in the wall, and he's done a Giovinazzi straight into the wall off that curb. And we've already lost 2 drivers in the first lap, after it being a fairly easy first corner, actually. Battle slightly further down. That's Tom and Manuel Hamilton going at it. So Manuel already picking off some drivers early on. He'll be looking to get right up to the front. He is a quick driver. He proved that last weekend, and he also runs no assists. Oh, Tom up the inside. That's an audacious move. And I tell you what, he may have made it stick. Oh, he just about got away with that one. Manuel there. Good move there from Tom. Very aggressive. And it almost caught Manuel off guard. But decent effort there.
Lee's been spun around. He's fell down to 14th now. Oh, and Frag almost runs straight into the back of him. No, not Frag, the other Williams. JC almost runs straight into the back of the leader, side by side.
Oh, and Jazzy put his nose up the inside, and he spun himself round. Let's have a look slightly further up. They're coming into the hairpin now, some of them anyway. And already Marklin 2.2 second deficit. Liliart defending from Matty at the moment. Nothing too major going on. That's Ols trying to battle with Milan, and he might get the run here, you know. Milan trying to defend the inside, trying to get a camera angle that we can actually see something, and that's a Toro Rosso with contact with Ols. One of the Red Bulls very wide in the background. Oh, and one of the Force Indias as well. All over the place. In fact, let's have a look at this one. This is Manuel Hamilton going for P10 already. And he is flying around the outside of turn 1. Can he make it stick? No. And he's tried to turn in. The Red Bull was there. He's lost ground because of it. And Uze goes back through. The Portuguese driver pick it. Oh, and that's a Red Bull. Sorry, Toro Rosso going slowly. That is Milan. Been caught by Miles.
We have a lovely little dynamic emerging here between P2, P3, P4, P5. We have Force India trench gun all over the back of Marco, and then Lilia under pressure from Matty. So there is big.
Oh, it's a yellow in sector 2, and it's Miles, of course it is. He crashed out here last season, and he's done it in the exact same spot. Again, turn 8. Well, yeah, just before turn 8, turn 7, so he's going to be struggling for grip. Jazzy's been off as well somewhere through there. The Lee has not got front wheel damage today, so that's good. Tom up into P12 now. But it is Manuel Hamilton that's the man on fire at the moment. Although, having said that, Aaron already has a 3.3 second lead, but it's Manuel Hamilton that's going to be doing most of the overtaking this evening. The lead defending at the moment from Matty Suddens. He's been very decent so far. He's put in some good times. Can he get past the Sauber of the experienced Lilia? Stays behind for now. Low lunge into turn 1. It's a very difficult corner to overtake because of the nature of it. As you can see here, it winds round.
Trenchkin tried it down the inside and Mark into turn 1. He might have a better run here down on the win to turn 4.
All over the back of that Mercedes at the moment. Is he going to have a lunge into turn 6? No, thinks better of it. Oh, and he nearly clips the back of the Mercedes. Has a little bit of a wobble as well. Jazzy and Miles both in the pit, so they'll be going for a 2-stop because of that front wing damage early on. It's all about these guys at the moment. The battle for the final podium spot is these 4 here, 3rd, 4th and 5th. Oh, sorry, 3-way battle. No, sorry, it's a 4-way battle for 2nd, that's what it is. I was confused then. I thought it was 4 cars, and it is. But they're all battling for 2nd and 3rd places.
And Aaron already has a 4.4 second lead going into lap 4. He's really commanding this race, so I can't see anything going wrong for him.
The Lee and Tom having a scrap a bit further down. The Lee just outside of DRS range at the moment.
Yeah, Milan as well.
Stay within it.
Both look to frag on the back straight. Might think about a move here and then think better of it.
Well, Matty got a poor exit there. I think he's lost ground on Lilia.
And frag, what? Nah, okay, that might just be my end. There are some pretty serious lags now. Frag is all over the place.
Yeah, Frag has had issues before. Let's try and find him. Where is he? He's I actually can't see Frag on my screen. Oh, there he is. There he is. P6. And and he's gone wide. And oh my goodness, no, he hasn't. We've had issues with Frag before, so Frag, I know you've said you've watched the stream before. If you are indeed watching the stream, please turn it off now because your lag is ridiculous and quite frankly unraceable right now. So if you are watching the stream, please turn it off to improve your connection to the server.
Well, not everything by the looks of it. Everything that uses your internet, scrap it. Seems to be okay now.
So, depending on if they were to 1-stop or 2-stop, if Aaron were to stop, say, in the next 3 laps, he'd come out behind Tezza, actually, so he'd actually lose a lot of ground. So he's got to take these tyres a little bit further and try to pull out a bit more of a gap, see if he can really create an opportunity for him to get some clean air.
The thing is that he has a gap to drop back on, so say he wants to set an extra 3 laps to let everyone else pit. Well, not 3, probably a bit excessive, but an extra lap to let everyone else fit, he'll still be able to have like a 4-second lead.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. He could indeed stretch those tyres another couple of laps, and he definitely wouldn't lose that time gap that he has, as you said. Up the inside then goes Milan on Frag, the lag master. It seems to have improved, so whether he was watching any Herbie, I'm not quite sure, but he's fighting Milan at the moment. Side by side into the final corner then. Oh, they're sideways! And Milan, I think, has just kept it. He's done well there, the Toro Rosso driver. He's all over the back of the Williams still. Frag choosing not to defend. He's got the DRS. And Milan can't do anything about it. It's a lovely scrap we've got from 2nd to 5th. And then from 6th into 9th place at the moment. It's all very Very tense early on. And Tom has actually dropped past, so the Lee has got past. And these two will be fighting throughout the race, and that is Ols getting past Milan. Oh my goodness, and what's happened there? Milan's all over the place. I didn't quite see what happened there.
One up the inside. He just shot one up the inside of like both of them, tagged the back of Frag, and then he sent Milan into like a half spin.
Manuel Hamilton is flying. He's trying to go up the inside of Ols. A bit of contact. He may keep this, and he's done well there. The four-seater driver. He is flying at the moment. Very aggressive, but effective at the same time. Oh, and up the inside goes Milan on the Ferrari. Ols has given him space. And will he be able to keep it now, I wonder? Great shot there as well, coming through that middle sector. Trying to go around the outside. Has Milan got the run? I think he has, you know, on the Ferrari driver. We've got Tezza just behind as well, so he'll pick up any scraps. Aaron now has a 6.2 second lead. Milan's going to have to do it the hard way around the outside. A big lock up from Manuel Hamilton in front, and Milan for some reason stopped on track, and Tezza has somehow not got damage. I'm not sure how he's managed that. And into the pits lane comes Milan, the first of the top 10 to pit. Just to confirm that, there you go. Into the pits, nice and slowly. We've got a yellow in sector 3. That, oh, who's that? I think it might have been the Lee and Tom. Tom letting him back past, but the Lee wasn't happy with that. And Tom has front wing damage from it, so he's obviously gone up the inside, misjudges braking a little bit. Led him back through, good sportsmanship there. But the Lee taking a little swipe there, and I don't think Tom will be too happy with that one. But Milan is out in fresh air, so now he'll be able to push. He's on a 2-stop strategy, as you can see now, onto the soft tyres. And he's got a 5-second deficit to the car in front, so hopefully that doesn't catch up to those guys too quickly. And it looks like Trench Gun has just dropped off the back of Marklin for now, actually. Gap is 1.5. Got a yellow in sector. Oh, and that is Matty Suddens. He's off the circuit. Rejoined safely. Oh, does he? Nope, he's spun round. And he's losing so much time.
Got a gap to get back on the track now, though.
Yeah, obviously using no traction. He's back on it now, though. Oh, and he's all over the place. And for what was going to look like a good result is just completely gone to pop now. He's spun again. No grip on those tyres, so much grass. And the Lee's now got past as well. Tom's going to get past as well now. And he's now just outside the points. He's going to have to pit soon, though.
I think that Lilliard is all over the back of Trench Gun. Looks for a move into turn 1, but Trench Gun bit all over the place.
Oh, Manuel Hamilton into the pits. Ols has got front wing damage as well, so he's going to have to nurse that now for a lap. But as you say, Lilliard all over the back of Trench Gun. Just have a look where these guys will come out in relativeness. If Aaron can pit now and come out around P6, P7. But the only problem is if he comes out behind Tezza's on a different strategy, so he's really got to make sure he's got that gap. So Manuel Hamilton, where is he now? Let's just have a look. Matty Suddens has retired. So he is, oh, he's binned it coming out the final corner. So I'm not sure how he's done that. That's a big impact. One of the Red Bulls has gone completely off circuit there. That is Miles.
Again.
Yeah, so Manuel Hamilton now on the chase of the Lee. Jump back to the front, see what's going on up here, and that is Trench Gun making a mistake, and as Lilliard closes up, is he going to have the run coming out the snail section? Looking back now at the Sauber on the attack. Is he going to be close enough to make a lunge maybe? Lilliard on the brakes. Closes up to the back of the Force India, nothing more though. Does Aaron pit? Yes, he does. So the race leader into the pit, followed by the Mercedes of Marklin. Trench Gun as well coming in, and Lilliard continues. So Lilliard will take the lead of the race for now. Now, where is the race leader, or the former race leader, going to come out? He's into the pit box now, goes onto the medium tyres. He will be one stopping. Is he going to get held up here? Nope. Oh, and I think, you know what? I think Trench Gun... No, never mind. He's going for a 2-stop strategy. That's interesting. And Aaron has come out behind Frag. Where is Tezza? That's the one we've got to look out for. No, he's behind him, so that's good. Oh, and Aaron tags the back of the Ferrari. And he was so close to being into a spin there. I think he's kept it together though. But he's got his work cut out now. And he will have to try and get past these guys.
The thing we know about Aaron though, he is very impatient. Yes.
Yep, down the inside already, very early on Ols. He's got the better traction though, as the Ferrari in this situation. He's got the line as well. Is he going to back out? Yeah, I think he just backed out there. Little lift of the throttle, lets the McLaren through. He's got to get past Frag and Lilliart now. Lilliart quite a way ahead though, and he's quite content to sit there for now. Meanwhile, Teza's closing in now on Ols and Frag because they haven't stopped yet. So Teza's strategy really starting to come into play now. Marklin on the medium tyres as well. Although the game is showing us super softs, he is on mediums. Interesting that Manuel's gone for a two-stop actually. I wasn't quite expecting that. And Milan up the inside now of the lead into turn 11. Can he make it stick for the lead? Fighting him all the way.
So we've got Lilliart in the pits now. It'll be interesting to see if he comes out ahead and behind of Trenchgun. Because it looks like...
Oh, round the outside! Round the outside goes Milan at the snail section on the lead. Good move there, but as you say, Lilliart into the pits. Let's have a little watch. He's going to fall behind Trenchgun, I think.
Is Trenchgun on the softs?
Yes, he is, so he will be two-stopping. Lilliart onto the medium tyres. He is out of his pit box. He's got his teammate in front of him now. Lilliart comes out of the pits. He is, theoretically speaking, third right now because everyone in front has to stop. And of course Trenchgun's got to stop again anyway. So yeah, theoretical third at the moment. Manuel Hamilton is behind him though and will be closing in. But he does have to stop again. That is the difference with that one. Tom's gone onto the medium tyres and he's gone a little bit wide there at the hairpin. He's lost his front wing again. Try and keep an eye on everything that's going on. And Aaron's already taken the lead of the race again. Wow, I didn't see that. That was quick. Quick stuff from him. And it's all about this battle for second place, but on track, not in reality. Teza's closing up and he's getting a bit excited now. Breaks himself into turn 11. The yellow in sector 1. And it is Tom. I did wand up. Yep, he's hit the barrier at speed. And has retired from the session as a consequence of that.
I think Trenchgun might try it down the inside of...
Teza might go for a move here as well. Nope, stays. Oh, and the Ferrari gets a poor exit. I thought Teza attacked the back of him there, but he keeps it intact for now. Ols continues to go round. Frag continues to go round. Those super soft tyres are going to be crying at the moment.
Trenchgun gets P6 now off of...
It's going to be interesting now because Lilliart's closing in on his teammate. But I wonder if he'll be let through or not. His teammate hasn't stopped yet.
It'd be silly to fight it, he really would.
Is he going to let him past? Two Saubers going at it now. Lilliart trying to force his way around and his teammate's pushing him off the track there. Wouldn't surprise me to see a dive bomb from Lilly here. No, he's keeping it nice and safe for now, but his teammate's losing so much time. And you see there, he's gained out the traction zone. And is he going to try and let him through here? No, he's just very slow on those tyres. Lilly being very patient here. Can he go around the outside of turn 8? Up the inside of 9 maybe? Nope, and his teammate is all over the place at the moment. He needs to just be a bit more aggressive, stick it up the inside. And that might happen now for turn 11. They really are going at it. Lilly all over the place trying to get past. His teammate's still defending, even though he hasn't stopped yet. And Lilly's surely going to get him here through the snail section. He's got so much better drive. Lovely helicopter shot here. And Lilly's surely going to pass him into the hairpin now at the end of the straight. Tucks right up behind his teammate. Goes to the inside. Draws alongside. Onto the brakes. Very easy move. And you do wonder why his teammate fought it. Oh my goodness, he nearly tags the back of him. But Lilliart is through. And that Ols and Frag, meanwhile, have both pitted. What if we get a wing change here, the Ferrari driver? Teza into second, meanwhile. So he's obviously got past. Frag onto a set of soft tyres. So he's going for a two-stop. Unless he's going for a lengthened one stop, because obviously he stopped off the super soft, so he's going to try to do 16 laps on the soft tyres. Interesting call, that.
Also getting a wing change as well. He's come out inside of Selma. He just pulls into pit box now.
Yep, Usay. Well, Usabi. And what's happened? Wow, I think he was just very, very slow to realise he's got to engage the pit limit up. Miles has got to stop again. Don't think he can take those tyres to the end. We're not even half distance yet. So it's still a long way to go in this race. The Lee is P9. A lot of two-stoppers, actually, I'm surprised. And the field has just been thinned out a little bit for now, but Marklin chases down Tezza. And you say that Voltex Aaron wanted nothing less than a win today, and he's got a 12-second advantage already. So it looks like he will bring this home pretty easily.
It's his race to lose at the minute. There has been no one within...
Marklin making a move on Tezza as Tezza runs wide into the hairpin. Marklin could get him here. It touched wheels, and I think Tezza's trying to pit, that's why he's lifted off. Yep, into the pits he goes. So the Red Bull into the pits now, runs wide, and he's lucky there's no gravel there anymore. But he's going to come out probably behind the Lee, actually. Lilliard into P4 now. Tezza onto a set of the mediums, even though the game is showing us softs. Milan moves up into P6 now. Manuel Hamilton up into P5 and now chasing Lilliard down for P4. But he does have to stop again because he won't be able to take these tyres to the end. A bit further down, the Lee chasing Tezza. So yeah, as I said, Tezza's come out where the Lee is running round. For the moment, everything's just quieting down a little bit. And the only battle we really have on track is Manuel Hamilton chasing down Lilliard. So we'll stay with this for a little while, see what happens between these two. Of course, the longer Lilliard can keep the Force India behind him, the better, because he's got to stop again. He's much quicker at this stage, so if Lily can defend well, can get a podium quite easily, because Trench Gun in front does have to stop again.
Lilliard really just needs to keep it clean, because even if Manuel Hamilton gets past him, there's only about 3 seconds he can pull away before he gets to his teammate. So I think for Lilliard, he's just got to not make a mistake, not like get caught up in any kind of incident, and he should have a podium pretty easy for him. I think Marklin's way too far out of range, and then Aaron.
Yeah, big lock up as well from the Force India driver there as he came into the hairpin. For the moment, Lily doing his job. He's got to sit in front of that Force India. No, Hamilton, have a look down. Nope, he's... Oh, and that's... is that someone coming out of the pits? That I think it was Jazzy, actually. Yeah, so the Force India, the Williams, sorry, has come out just in front. So hopefully he lets these guys through. We did have an issue with that last week. Hopefully he gets out of the way before turn 7.
That's the third time now I've seen Manuel Hamilton lock up his inside front, so he probably will want to watch that. Even though he's pitting again, he has got to get these tyres to a state where at the end he can put on the super soft tyres, so he should probably watch that a bit. I mean, I've never ran no ABS because it's ridiculously hard from my experience.
Yep, Jazzy not letting them through. He will be penalised for this. The Williams driver not adhering to the blue flags. And Lilliard has eventually got through via a mistake from the Williams driver. Jazzy needs to reassess what he's trying to do here, because he's not fighting for position. He's a minute down on the man in front of him. And he's actually hit the back of Lilliard, so he's actually pushed him off the track. Wow, so Lilliard, I can imagine, will be fuming right now, because he's just basically given Manuel Hamilton the position. Let's just have a look if Jazzy yeah.
Most certainly get a penalty for that.
Horrific driving. And that, if that's not penalised, then yeah, I think there should be some words had, that's for sure. But I'm pretty sure Lilly will submit his footage and the stewards will look into it later on. Meanwhile, Ols has got past the Lee. That's for P9, but the Lee is in the pits, so comes in. Has he stopped yet, actually? No, he hasn't. So he's just kept falling back, and he's now in the pits. He will be onto a set of super softs, I would have thought, actually, this late on. Nope, he's going for a set of mediums. So once again, he has done the reverse of what his actual strategy is. He should have pitted about 3 laps ago off those softs for the mediums, but he's tried to take them longer and lost time because of it. He's now actually behind Miles. Wow. So he's got a bit of making up to do with time and track position wise.
So still pit again will most likely be Trenchgun, Monmouth, Hamilton, Milan and Frag. I'm not sure if Milan and Frag pitted a bit later though. They might be trying a very stretched out one stop.
I think it was Frag and Ols that tried the stretch. I think, yeah, Milan is definitely going for a 2-stop. Frag is definitely going for a elongated 1-stop. And then Ols is just, he pitted very late off of the super softs. So he lost a lot of time from that. But it will have fresh tyres at the end, so whether that proves to help him out or not, we'll find out. Lilliard still keeping within, I say DRS, he's not quite in DRS range. 2 of the Williams fighting in the background. Jazzy not letting his teammate past. And I can only imagine Frag's going to be quite annoyed with that, because he would have probably held him up for a while. As Jazzy again runs wide.
I'm honestly not too sure what he's doing. So back up at the front end, Aaron has a 19-second gap back from Mark Markman and the Mercedes. Then the 2 Force India's line of stern, P3 and P4 both get to pit again though, so I would imagine they will come out somewhere in the region of Tezza and Ols once they make their final pit stop, but then they will be on the super soft tyres, so they will be flying come the end of the race, so it'll be interesting to see what they can do from that far back. We have Lilliard still going quite strong in P5. He will probably be absolutely fuming from what Frag did to him. No, not Frag, the other Williams, Jazzy did to him. And that is about it. We have Milan and Frag still yet to pit, P6, P7. And yeah, I think that is about it. Really, Miles, Ols, they've been on those tyres for, Miles has been on those tyres for decades. I would think he's pitting again. But Lee, he's got a lot of time to make up. He's quite far back from that spin. And then you have Jazzy, who is running on the back green thing.
So, yeah, as you say, these guys all fairly spread out. But closest battle at the moment on track is Frag and Milan. Frag's got to nurse these tyres to the end though, because he's on the softs. And he is 1-stopping. I would have thought he's 1-stopping because of how late he pitted off the supers. And he's done it before, so history would suggest that he will stick with these till the end. Milan currently defending. Maybe a little dive up the inside from the Williams. No, stays behind for now. These two will be fighting until the end. Actually, no, I say that because Milan, I think, has got to pit again, unless he pitted. I think he pitted earlier than Frag, which is why he's struggling a little bit.
I will find out for you now. Yes, he pitted on lap 6. Yeah, he pitted on lap 6, so he's definitely going to pit again. No way those guys will see the end of the race. Definitely not in one piece anyway. Yeah, Frag has been on those tyres. He pitted on lap 11, so he would probably be wanting to take those to the end. French gun has been on the softs since lap 8, so I don't think they'll see the end. Manuel Hamilton been on since lap 7, so I don't think they'll see the end either.
No, he's definitely going to have to pit again, and he'll drop behind all these guys. Up the inside then goes Frag on Milan. He's got the run into the hairpin. That's an awful camera. Is Milan going to get him on the cutback? Oh my goodness, Frag squeezing him to the outside. Milan, I think, actually ducked out of that in the end. Lap 18 of 28 then. And everything's still pretty much up for grabs other than P1. Aaron's got basically a full pit stop to play with.
Miles gets a 3-second time penalty. I think the first time penalty I've seen this race. I'll have a look at penalties up to me. I'll give some insight.
Yeah, I think there was a couple that have been picked up. Not too many though. Quite a difficult track to get warnings at. It's only really the last corner and
the
hairpin.
With the penalty at the minute is Miles, and he has 2 of them, so he has 6 seconds of time penalties. There isn't too many other warnings for like extending the track or anything. There's quite a lot for collisions in lap 1. There's no such penalties to talk about actually, which is usually an interesting dynamic at like tracks like last week Singapore. Yeah, tracks like that. It cost me P for last week, so.
Yep, that's indeed. But just looking ahead to next week actually, as we've got a bit of a quiet period. It is. I believe it's Austria next week. I might be wrong with that one, but I'm pretty sure it is Austria. Yeah, it is Austria next week. It's not the easiest of tracks. It's obviously not a very complex track either. But what would your thoughts be on these guys getting round it?
Well, on the face of it, it's a simpler track. It's a shorter track, but there is still a lot of room for errors. A lot of room as well for like track extending, corner cuts. That like this lot, the likes of Miles, who has managed to pick up 6 seconds here, he'll definitely have to watch out for things like penalties like that. I don't really know. I haven't really raced Austria in quite a while. I think.
Oh, and Miles has gone. Speaking of Miles, he has gone. Coming out of the final corner again. We've already seen that this evening, and he's lost the front right. That's going to promote Uze into P10 and the final point scoring position. And devastating for Miles. He crashed early on. He was on the road to recovery, and he's put it in the wall coming out the final corner, and he'll be devastated with himself with that one.
I think it's his tyres, to be honest. His tyres look absolutely sharp.
He's done, I would say, about 17, 18 laps, so yeah, he's definitely taken them a while, and they're probably coming to the end of their tyre life.
Jazzy in the pits again. Maybe he's going for fastest lap. I really don't think he has the pace to go for fastest lap, even on the Superstar.
Yeah, we saw it last week in Singapore. He pitted, I think it was 4, maybe even 5 times in the end. But and he's already got on the way of a couple of drivers as well, so hopefully that doesn't continue. Manuel Hamilton, meanwhile, is closing up to the back of his teammate. Now this is going to be interesting. Oh, and as I say that, he's into the pit, so he's taken the opportunity to pit before his teammate. This will promote Frag, this will promote Milan, this will promote also Tezza, I would have thought. I don't think Ollie will get past, or Ols, sorry.
It'll be close between him and Ols, but I think Manuel Hamilton will just feed out in that gap.
Super soft start.
He's going to be quick.
Tezza's going to get past though, and Ols is going to be so close. Pit exit now. This is going to be it. This is going to be potentially race changing. I don't think Ols is close enough. Nope, there he is.
He's not. And Jazzy gets a 3-second time penalty.
And he's still behind Miles as well. He's still not got past him. Oh, my goodness. He's got a 5-second penalty for corner cutting as well, so not quite sure how he's managed that one. But Manuel Hamilton will be the one to watch for the next 8 laps, or 9 laps should I say, because he is on those fresh supers. But it does mean that the podium battle has been pulled right open here. Lilliard 3.5 down on Trench Gun. Is he going to pit again, or is Trench Gun going to nurse these tyres to the end, do you think?
I mean, as well, just quickly back to the topic of Jazzy. I know it's not the best topic to dwell on, but we have drivers in leagues that are the joke of the league, shall we say. But I honestly don't know what he's doing. He's just like P2 Mark through, and he's not front wing damage, so I'm not really sure what he's doing running around 2 minutes.
There we go, Trench Gun's in. Lilliard into the final podium position. Is he going to come out behind his teammate though? This is the question. Big lock up from Manuel Hamilton again.
I think Tezza might just have cost Manuel Hamilton the chance to get ahead of Trench Gun. I think Trench Gun might beat out ahead of these two.
Yep, because Tezza is holding him up. Where is Trench Gun? He's coming out of the pits now. I don't think it's going to be enough, you know. No, he's been jumped. So
Jump.
and Ols might get past. No, no, again, just too far behind. So the two Force India drivers on fresh tyres. Oh, and as I say that, he's got past Tezza. So he's already got past the Red Bull, and he'll be chasing 4th place now. I think that we could say he can catch Frag, but Liliart is way too far up the road. Just have a little look
Frag
here.
is a driver who's really impressed me today. I think he's run like a really solid race. Yeah, I think he's run a really solid race. He's kind of been in the shadows a bit, but if he manages to hold on to P4 or even like a P5 or P6, that's a solid job from him. And we have Trench gun all over the back of Tezza.
Can't forget Tezza either. Tezza started down in 17th, which is last place, and he's now running P6, so hats off to him. Frag started P10, as you say. He's had a bit of a quiet one, but he's making this lengthened one-stop strategy work miracles at the moment. And Voltek's Aaron meanwhile was a 30-second gap nearly to Marklin. Who's already weaving down the straight, pretty much given up, and it could be that lapse of concentration that just gives Lily a chance. It only takes one mistake, and it could give Lily a second place here if Marklin isn't concentrating fully.
I would laugh so much if he stacked it in the wall while weaving down the pit straight.
Oh, and Emmanuel Hamilton almost puts it in the wall. Coming out of the final corner, we've already seen 2 cars do it. That was very nearly a third. The back end was twitching around, and he somehow got control of the car again. Trenchcon has already got past Tezza as well, so he's gone from 5th to 7th in the space of a lap, unfortunately. And Old is now behind him as well, so he may even go down to 8th place here. Still a good drive from him though.
I was about to say, Ols is now being dragged into this by the 2 Force Indians. This allowed Tezza to drop back far enough where Ols will now be in DRS if he stays with him.
Yep, the gap just under a second at the moment. Manuel Hamilton's already halved that gap to Frag. Oh, and there we go, Aaron into the pits. He's obviously gone, you know what, I'm a little bit bored. I can go for fastest lap. Let's do this.
Oh dear. Here he is into the pits, onto the super soft tyres. He'll definitely be going for that fastest lap. I think Manuel Hamilton has it at the minute. If I'm not mistaken, the fastest lap as of now is a 1:35.5, so...
It's actually quite slow, considering I would have expected a little bit quicker from Aaron maybe. But he's on to Supersofts now, so he's going to smash that.
There's nothing on my fastest lap from...
he may even get the lap record here, you know.
The F3 records count towards, like, the whole thing as well.
I'm pretty sure they do, yeah. We'll have to clarify that after the race, but I'm pretty sure they do. They just don't tend to stand up because F3 drivers tend to be a little bit slower than the F2 and F1 drivers, but he is in front and he is on super softs, fresh super softs. Just have a little cheeky look at what he's got fuel wise. Plenty of fuel as well. Liliart has actually closed in a second on Marklin. So he is gaining. You could catch a second a lap, it still wouldn't be enough though. But it does just mean that Marklin is struggling. He's weaving as well. I don't think he realises that Lily's actually catching him here.
Interesting to note as well that Manuel Hamilton is on the edge of fuel, is teetering between having enough to finish the race and...
Oh my goodness, what's happened here? That is Jazzy again. He's had an incident with Tezza and Ols, and they've both got front wing damage, and I can only expect that Jazzy is not going to last very long after this race. That's his third incident with letting cars through. That is not very good at all, and this may even give... Actually no, I don't think it will. It will promote Milan, but it won't promote anyone else.
And the gap now to Frag is 2.8 from the back.
Oh my goodness, and I'm pretty sure Milan would have had a bit of a scare then, because Jazzy has just flown off to the outside of the snail section. That would have definitely scared the Toro Rosso driver there.
Well, Frag is going to be coming under pressure to the 2 Force Indias. The gap now only 2.4 seconds, so I think he will get caught, but still, P6 for him will be a solid result. I'm not too familiar with the championship.
Yeah, well, Frag is actually currently top, so No, sorry, Marklin's top.
At any point
let me just check. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure.
Have all gone off crucial.
Pretty sure it was Frag. Yeah, it is. Frag is ahead by 5 points. So that will be swapped around because he currently has a deficit of 6. So he will be 1 point behind Marklin going into round 9 of the championship at Austria. Tezza into the pits then to repair that front wing. Unfortunately, he's going to lose. I don't think he'll lose 10th place though. Let's just have a little look. No, so he's actually right behind Uze or Usebi, and he might actually get 2 points. What's that? Sorry.
The Lee must be a lap down then.
He's almost a lap down.
No. My game was having a bit of fun. It was saying that Tezza was still in the pits. Typical Codemasters.
So yeah, he's almost a lap down, not quite though.
Yeah.
Fastest lap is now Voltex Aaron with a 31.9. You see there, Jazzy, 8 seconds, more than 8 seconds off the fastest lap. He's not even into the 130s yet, which really does give you an indicator of how slow he really is. Meanwhile, Manuel Hamilton has caught the dying Williams of Frag.
And with that, Voltex Aaron has taken the new lap record. He beat my time by 4 tenths, so Voltex Aaron now is the record holder.
Of course, F2 as well. We're not quite sure what's happening in F2 right now. Round the outside goes Manuel Hamilton of turn 6. If he makes this stick, which he doesn't, would have been a great move though. All over the back of Trench Gun, up the inside now for turn 7, and he's made it stick, has he? Trench Gun's still there, he's been pushed onto the grass, and Frag, sorry, not Trench Gun, has gone. He is in the gravel, he will not be a happy man now. That's going to promote Milani as well, because by the time Frag gets back on track, he's going to have dirt all over his tyres.
I think he might just hold it.
He's just got to clean those tyres up, but Milan's on fresher. This is the dilemma that Frag's got now. He's on much more worn softs. Milan's on fresher supers, but I think, like you say, he may have just got away with it. And it's Trenchko now chasing his teammate.
Maybe that's reeling in Marklin, but there isn't enough time left in the race. But maybe that space has been solid throughout, and he's too far up from the road. The 2 Force Indias, but Trenchko, he still has that fuel advantage over his teammate, so possibly something towards the end of the race, maybe to think about.
Yep, quite possibly. Just looking at the championship now, Frag will get 8 points, which will mean he's on 59, and Marklin will go on to 64, so he will take the lead of the championship. And then Tezza as well will get maybe 2 points. Yep, he's going to get 2 points because we're just going to, just about catch it. He's just going for an overtake on Usebi. And that will be him up to P9. 2 points then for Tezza if he can keep it clean for the rest of the race. But everyone else pretty much, other than these 2 Force Indias, are pretty much set in stone where they're going to finish. So yeah, again, looking at the table, it will be Frag that suffered most because he would have been top, but he's in fact he wouldn't have been top, sorry, because Marklin of course was in front still and would have jumped him. So Marklin will lead the championship. Lilliard will move on to 48 points, so he will actually jump Tezza and he'll be in front by 1. So he has got that to look forward to. Araz, who isn't here, he's going to fall behind. Manuel Hamilton is going to be moving up onto 37 points, so he's going to be right on the cusp as well of that end of season promotion. And Trenchgun, of course, this is his first race, so he'll be on 10 points. I think that's right, yeah, 10 points. So he'll be making his way up the table. He'll have already outscored the bottom 6 combined. Sorry, bottom 7 combined. No, it is bottom 6, there we go. So he will have outscored the bottom 6 combined in one race. Unless he gets past, in which case it'll be more than that. But as you say, Lilliard catching.
Milan is going to be all over the back of Frag. He's gained a second in that last 2 sectors of the last lap.
Yeah, this is
right over the back of Williams.
This is the issue with Frag running them softs from lap 12 or lap 13, whenever it was. Those softs are just dying now. They're going to have no pace. Absolutely no pace. Trench Gun is quicker though than his teammate. Has he got wing damage? Nope. Trench Gun has though. Trench Gun's got wing damage, I think, or is that just where the wheels turned in? No, it does look like he's got wing damage.
I think he has. Yeah, he has, I think.
I'm almost certain that he does, surely.
Yeah, it doesn't come out in front of the front wing. Like, if you swap between the two Force Indians, you can see.
Oh yeah, there we go. So, as you can see there, does have an end plate missing, and he's still quicker, so that is surprising.
It's the fuel. You've still got half a lap of extra fuel in comparison to the C, mate.
Yep, on to the final lap now. And Voltex Aaron, who's coming up to lap Usabi, is absolutely flying. And hopefully this Sauber lets him through, and he's not going to let him through, and wow. Lapped cars definitely need a talking to. Usabi, who is new, still not acceptable really. They should know to let each other through. But Milan, half a second, and he's got 1 lap to pass Frag. Is it going to be enough? Is he going to nab P6 from the Williams? Now we're going to see Trench Gun have a look up the inside of his teammate. Aaron already weaving, coming down the back straight. A dominant performance today. Oh, and he's on the grass. Very nearly loses it. I can assume he won't be weaving as much after that little scare. Yep, sticks to the racing line coming into the last corner. Actually goes into the pits. So, unfortunately, he's being a bit immature with that one. Lilia only 5 seconds behind. He does indeed finish the race in first. Trench Gun, is he going to be close enough? Don't think he is. He's at the lift coming through the snail section. Now, where is Milan? This is the one we want to watch. Milan and Frag. He has got 3 corners to make this move. And this is one of them.
Markman does exactly the same thing as... Oh my god! Oh my god!
No way! Has he just put that in the wall? Marklin,
Yes,
you are the
Liliard
laughing
second.
stock of PSF1 at this moment in time. Liliard claims P2, and that is what immaturity gets you, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely nowhere. Manuel Hamilton picks off a podium. Trench Gun, his teammate, comes home 4th. Frag is going to come home in P5, or is he? Because Milan is right there. He's not got past.
Around the outside. He didn't quite get it. I just watched what Milan did. No, Markman, sorry, after a whole race in P2, he's tried to come into the pit lane, he's overcooked it, hit the
Way
wall,
too cocky, and you have paid the ultimate price, Marklin, by losing your wheel in the pit lane. Older's going to come home P7, Tezza's going to come home P8 after all that last few lap commotion. And the Lee is actually going to pick up a point as well. He's right behind Usabi, so hopefully he doesn't go for a stupid move, because Marklin is dropping massively. Usabi, they're going very defensive. You know what, he might actually lose his position. The lead too late on the power though. A dramatic end to the Chinese Grand Prix there. Marklin didn't even get close to the line in the end. And he's going to drop all the way down into P11, out of the points. And he has given the ultimate sacrifice today. And I guess that's what you get when you don't race properly, I guess. And I said it earlier on, I said all Liliard's got to do is capitalise on one mistake to get P2. Marklin have been weaving for the last, say, 10 laps, and he eventually paid the ultimate price by going to the pits and smashing his front left on the pit wall. But congratulations nonetheless to Voltex Aaron. He's dominated today, got the fastest lap as well. And I'm pretty sure, I was going to say Grand Slam, but of course he didn't lead every lap, so very, very nearly, but congratulations to him nonetheless.
He has the lap record as well. He has the all-time lap record so far, but we don't know what's happened in F2, but I would imagine that would probably still stand as the all-time record.
Yep, exceptional results from Frag from P10 and Tezza from P17 to both get much higher than they started. And yeah, as Lilia has just said in the WhatsApp chat, the easiest P2 I've ever got. And Marklin, I think you can give him a bit of assistance in that, or you've given him a bit of assistance in that one. But yeah, that's it for this week. We'll be back next week, of course, at the Red Bull Ring in Austria. So join us then. Again, Jake, I'm not sure if you'll be able to fill in for Dougie again next week or not, but if you're available, then we will very much like to have you here if that's okay with you.
Oh, it's been great being here. I enjoyed it last season when I did it. I think it was Monza I joined you. But yeah, it's always nice to just hop in, see what the lower tiers can offer, see what new talent is coming through. Because I was there at a point not too long ago. This was me coming through the ranks, so it's nice to come back and see what's happening. It's nice to help out as well.
Yep, well, thank you very much for your help. We'll be back next week in Austria. See you next time. I've been Lego Minecraft 3. This has been XX Jake XX. I'm not quite sure, but there you go. We'll see you next week. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.